going on, Jabronis? Welcome back to another episode of Jabroni Sports. We got the OC today. We got the original crew. Just rocking the three of us. Yeah. You know what, though,
Too
boys?
sweet me, bro.
It's still a full boat.
Yeah, too sweet.
It's still a full boat. There's nothing wrong with that. Too sweet.
Too sweet
Absolutely.
me, bro.
So yeah, it's just the boys today. It's just the Jabroni boys. We are riding guest free. You know what? Sometimes that's the way we like it. All right.
Yeah,
Don't worry
like
about
like
it. Mind your own business.
Yeah.
Right?
First, we got to get out there. We got to apologize for last week.
We did. We had a swing and a miss last week. I'll bear quite a bit of the responsibility of that.
I'll bear the other half.
Yeah, I was going to say, Zach and I were on our way back from a trip to Cincinnati, where we saw the Cincinnati Bearcats defeat the University of Central Florida on Friday night.
Let's go Bearcats.
And then 2 days later...
It was a blackout, too.
It was a blackout game. Yeah, it was fun. They beat the ranked Golden Knights and stormed the field, so that was a lot of fun. And then on Sunday, we saw Kyler Murray's first professional win, as he led a 2-minute drill to take the Cardinals to a 26-23 victory over the Bengals in Cincinnati. Bengals, who scored 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to tie it up, kind of gave that game a more interesting finish than it felt like it was going to have a vast majority of the day.
It's really hard to compare the two environments, but I'm about to. And boy, did that Bengals game, it felt like going to a senior home and playing bingo. And like Friday night was like playing blackjacks at the casino table. Like
it was rowdy.
It was really rowdy. It was a good time. I mean, it was super small comparatively
but still
to Paul Brown Stadium, but
still probably more people at the college game.
for sure. But the Bengals game in parts, you're like, I don't know, there are people like walking in and out of the stadium. There's like a second of a hiccup.
Yeah,
getting into Cincinnati Stadium, we sat there for a while. AJ paid for parking, which got stolen.
Yes, that is. Yeah, fuck you, Spot Hero.
Fuck Spot Hero.
Fuck you, Spot Hero. You robbed me of $15. Okay?
Did you email him yet?
They haven't gotten back to me.
This show's starting to beef.
Yeah, I want to say,
Hero?
Fuck Spot Hero.
Spot Hero, you're on bullshit.
SeatGeek, what's up?
Yeah, there was no attendant. You charged me $15 for an unattended lot with no actual way to reserve anything. I show up, the lot's full. There's not dick I can do about it.
We showed up, what, half an hour?
Oh, at least, yeah.
After you reserved the spot.
Oh, yeah, the window, because the window for reservation started at 6. We got there maybe 6:30, and it was already just completely full.
Shouts out to the University of Cincinnati random bus shuttle that we hopped on.
Yeah, no, Cincinnati, there wasn't much public transportation, but the university was doing a nice job providing shuttles to and from the game.
We just randomly got on a shuttle.
Yeah, keeping people safe.
Not from the game, just to the game.
I was going to say, we could have, but we did not. We walked back. I mean, we could use the exercise.
I didn't see it.
We're rowdy sons. We are large adult sons, so...
Yeah.
Wow.
And we stayed at a historical house.
We did. We
Ulysses
stayed
S. Grant once stayed there.
Yeah.
Whoa, you stayed in the house?
We stayed at the Grant Cottage.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. It was actually his house?
Well, it wasn't his house. It was a place that his family would stay.
But he actually stayed in the same place?
Correct. Yes.
That's pretty cool.
I thought so. I was pretty cool.
You literally looked out the front window onto Lake Erie? No.
The Ohio
River.
Did he leave any artifacts?
We didn't do a whole lot of exploring because it gave off some serious haunted vibes.
Yeah,
of course it was haunted.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
I already
sure.
Figured that. When you said
I'm
it.
pretty sure that the family we rented from lived in the basement while we were there because I saw a light through. I saw a light through one of the floor vents. And I was like, "There's a light on in the basement." We're like, "Well, there's no door to the basement."
Yeah,
and then we're outside.
There can't be a basement.
We're outside ripping heaters, and there's a cellar door right behind the house. So we're like, "Oh, this is how you would get in."
This is the basement. Wasn't it part of the Underground Railroad as well?
Yeah,
too?
it was also part of the Underground Railroad.
You know what the people were doing down there? Looking for artifacts.
Well, we thought that they were just
missed out.
They were just waiting till we left during the day,
Yeah.
and then they would come up and clean and make sure we didn't ruin the cottage. If anything went awry, they would turn us into the authorities.
Hey, but shouts out, where were we again?
Ripley, believe it or not.
Believe it or not, we were in Ripley. Shouts out to the nice little diner that stayed open, even though we came in half an hour before close.
Which I believe on Google the search result is The Diner.
It's called The Diner.
In all capital letters.
Caps, just the diner part, not the part.
Yeah. The Diner in Ripley, Ohio. The waitress, who was a big fan of a lot of band, Marilyn Manson, I believe she had seen recently.
She's going to see Marilyn Manson.
She's going to see Marilyn Manson. She was a big fan of Disturbed.
How far in the past did you guys go?
We were about an hour outside of Cincinnati.
No, how far in the past did you go? In 1960s?
No, we were in the
80s.
It might have been like the 20s.
Oh, wow. Jeez.
Yeah.
Horse and buggy?
Yeah.
Like, there was 2 stoplights.
Yeah, you could walk from the end of one side of town to the other.
We walked to breakfast, and it was like just a few blocks away.
Yeah. Yeah. Everything was a few blocks away because that was how
Except
big.
the other side. We didn't cross the river.
No, that's true. That's
Did
true.
you guys get some malt shakes and listen to...
There was like a drugstore, like it closed at 2 p.m. though on Saturday. It was only open.
We
till
tried
2.
to go to the drugstore to get malt shakes, but
Everything closed at like 2 o'clock.
there's a drive-through convenience store.
There was.
Like you drive in, it looks, the best way I could describe it is like a place you get your car washed.
So 1950s, you guys probably went back.
Hold on. I will vouch for the drive-through convenience store as being a Cincinnati area thing. This is not the first time I've seen it, and I've seen it, like, I've stayed before in like a more major city part of Cincinnati. That it's a thing. Like the drive-through convenience store.
Kind of like drive-through liquor stores
Yeah,
for us.
exactly.
No,
exactly.
but you go into like a building.
Yeah, there's like coolers and snacks and stuff.
It's not like a drive-through liquor store here where you just pull up to a window like, yo, let me get some beer.
You
like,
drive in and
like
then you like shop.
You point at things as you go.
It's like a car wash, and you get
Yes.
your car in there, and instead of things washing your car on the sides, it's just like bags.
People grabbing items for you.
But you can't stop the car. The car's got to keep
You gotta go at a slow pace.
You just put it in neutral, I think, or you just you
they
put it
just
in
put
drive and you just let it coast.
You gotta park it when you pay though.
Yeah.
Can't they just put it on those rollers and you just go at set speed? If you miss something, you got to go back around back to the line.
So your car is like a moving like buffet line, basically.
Yeah. You got to just reach out and grab the shit you need. If you miss something, you got to go all the way
I wanted
back
those
around.
famous Amos. I gotta wait the whole
The
loop
kid-
again.
it
Cars just
legit-
slowly going by. No!
Gatorade was back there, bro. What are you doing?
Legit, we went in the like sport part you could walk in as a people and not as a car.
As the people.
Yeah.
That's
And-
as a people.
It sucked compared to the gas station part, but we were on foot, so we couldn't just walk through.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure you can. Why not?
I think if we would have asked nicely, they would have let us. I don't think that they were too big on rules and regulations
You
there.
could, I mean, you can walk through a drive-through window.
No, you can't.
You can't.
No, you
I'm pretty sure that's not
I've
a
tried.
thing.
I've done it thousands of times.
No, you have not.
Thousands of times.
Name one.
Thousands.
Tell me one of the locations.
Well, every time I do it, I pretend like I'm in a car. Like,
just go to the top and you're
as
like,
as I'm ordering, let me get a Big Mac. Small fry.
Like, are you working on a jackhammer out there? What is that noise that you're making? I can't hear you over this hammy.
Then what do you do when you pull up to the window?
You're like, oh my god, I've been robbed. I was carjacked.
But I'm still
I get
hungry.
really close to the window.
For sure.
I get really close to the window and pretend like I'm on a motorcycle, but I'm under the window so they can't see it. So I'm just sitting under the window.
The only thing that can help me in such a trying time as this is a Big Mac. And possibly a medium fry.
I want my Big Mac. I just imagine you sitting outside the McDonald's window yelling, I want my...
I want a Big Mac! Give it to me!
Sir, could you park in the number 1 spot over there? We'll bring it out to you.
Then I just at the number 1 spot, crouched over, going.
It's a good leg workout though. Like maintaining that position that long, like it's pretty good. It's good.
People always ask me, why don't you just go inside? It's open. It's actually
It's
open.
3 in the afternoon. You don't need to do this.
They haven't lived until they pretended to be a car.
Johnny's like, why you gotta treat me differently? I'm still a customer. Are you carist here? There's actually, in Madison, there's a McDonald's with a walk-up window.
So it's designed for that?
Yeah, because, it's not far from
Have
campus.
we even introduced ourselves?
No, we haven't. I was going to get there at some point.
Who cares?
I wasn't too worried about it. So if you are
Learn
listening,
us or don't.
let's
Talking about football or...
maybe we'll get there. So yeah,
Sports.
This is kind of the catch up episode. Whatever. I'm your host AJ First now at AJFUERSTENAU, joined by.
I'm at It's Your Boy Gonzo, and you can find me on bathandbodyworks.com, seeing what scents I'm checking out. A little spooky season.
Spooky season.
Spooky incense?
Yeah, perhaps.
No.
What does it smell like?
No,
Cobwebs?
candles.
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
It smells
I,
like rotting pumpkin.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah.
I busted out my first candle of the year today, though. Well,
Yeah?
of the season, I guess, rather.
You know, the essence of fall, they give you
I went
like
with
the
the
leaves.
I went with the hot cocoa and
Ooh,
marshmallows.
hot cocoa's
That
good
one,
candle.
It's a good scent. I gotta say, really big fan of the hot cocoa candle.
Did you guys get any got any spooky decorations in your house?
You say god dang spooky decorations.
He got
any god dang spooky decorations. Are you like an old timey preacher who thinks they're haunted?
God dang, those skeletons is the devil.
I'll tell you what, the devil is in that spook. Y'all just think spooky season's a game. This is Satan out there. He's winning. He's winning the war.
Satan's always winning.
Satan.
So,
But who are you? Who are you, random?
Other voice?
Yeah, Methodist preacher man.
I am
Son of a preacher man.
at Spooky G Baby LaFleur.
That's not true, though. You're
No,
not.
he changed it for the
It's
holiday
spook-
season.
is it?
It's Spooktober.
Yeah.
You gotta
Oh,
put spook
okay.
in something.
Spooky G Baby LaFleur. Ooh.
Wait, if this is spooky season, what's next month?
Turkey season.
Oh.
Boom, done. Look at
I
that.
thought it was guilty season
That's
Why would he guilty?
in November.
for what we did to the Native Americans.
Oh no, we ignore that, man,
Oh,
for sure. That's
alright.
come on. That's not a part of the story of Thanksgiving. What do you mean? Get out of here.
Yeah, come on. It's when we were all getting along and they showed us how to.
Like, oh, here's how you do corn.
Yeah, and then we were like, yeah, man.
We don't need you anymore, thanks.
And we made Pocahontas and had Thanksgiving, and that's.
You
That's
ate
the-
Pocahontas?
That's- we had.
They made her out of clay.
I'm pretty sure Pocahontas was in Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah, for sure. She was
Yeah,
there.
for sure.
I don't-
She carved the first turkey.
Yeah,
Wasn't
and
she
Paul
like-
Bunyan was on the other side, right?
And they shook hands. It was a firm handshake.
Wait, wasn't
Yeah, that's
Pocahontas like
Thanksgiving.
12? Like, isn't the
Pocahontas?
real story like Pocahontas is like super young and it's really uncomfortable?
Sure. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I
That's-
think-
yeah,
We're talking about things that we were forgetting
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
We're
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about our made up.
No, we're not trying to
fantasy of
bring up
Thanksgiving.
real history. Like,
Oh,
come on.
sorry.
You
Well,
like-
did
So
you guys
there's
know?
Paul Bunyan and there was Pocahontas.
Where was
there.
the blue ox?
Well, they tried
Oh, it
killing
was there.
Babe earlier, but she escaped.
Oh.
They tried hunting her, and then they were like, no,
Come on,
Babe's with
Paul,
us.
Paul wouldn't let that happen.
Yeah, well,
who was
but
trying to hunt her?
Paul, the Native Americans.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Savages, barely even human.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's what we're discussing.
That was
That's
before they
part
came
of- yeah.
and ate Thanksgiving
It's
together.
part of Pocahontas lore. Come on,
I
man.
was just reading through my book here.
It's the book of what?
I got notes.
Is it spells? Is it
Spells,
is it
Thanksgiving
Abracadabra.
spells.
No, it's
Spooky-
spooky.
Oh, yeah, it
Spooky.
is spooky.
Come on, I'm bringing it back.
It's
Keep
spooky.
up, guys.
They're
All right.
spooky spells.
No, you know what? You guys, I'm punishing you because you couldn't keep up with spooky season. I'm going to make you talk about a football game now.
No.
Here we go, football.
Yeah. Right out of the gate, I'm going to talk about a game that everyone probably enjoyed. The Sunday night game. Steelers 24, Chargers 17.
Philip Rivers is dead. Let's move on.
Devlin Hodges got the W. Hold on, can I just? I'm gonna take a moment. The Gonzo AFC Championship game curse is alive and well.
So is the NFC.
The Chargers and
game.
Browns both had a pretty rough week. Chargers dropped a game at home to the undrafted free agent rookie quarterback led Steelers.
He was good, man.
He was like 10 for 12. They never let him throw.
That's good, man. I mean,
They did not trust him at all. And
I get it.
Browns, I mean, business as usual. Baker Mayfield threw 3 picks. They lost the home game to the Seahawks. So both of your AFC Championship game teams are now 2-4.
It's not my fault they're letting me down.
What do you have to say for yourself?
They suck.
That's it.
Wait, weren't the Chargers 4-1 going into this?
No, they're 2-3.
Yeah.
Chargers are bad.
Oh.
Chargers are not good. Like they're pretty bad. Both your AFC Championship game teams, man.
I don't know what to tell you, man.
That's-
I didn't expect this. I expected better things. I thought we weren't keeping track.
Hey,
I know. I
it's still
say you
young.
just don't like that we're keeping track this year. That's all it is.
Wait, it's still young. Don't
It's
give
not
up on
that-
your hopes
it's
and
not
dreams.
that young. No, it's.
I mean, come on.
Six
I
games,
still got
like-
faith.
They can still both make the playoffs and get to the championship game. Why not?
Okay, all right. I mean,
Oh, ye of little hope.
that's
Exactly.
cor-
Johnny gets it.
That's correct. I do have no hope for those teams or faith or any other expression that you want to make up on the fly. I'm cool
Do you
with
have
it.
thoughts or prayers for them?
Yeah, see what we've got with that one. Boy, oh boy. Speaking of hope/faith, I do believe in the San Francisco 49ers.
I mean, they're pretty good at football.
Yeah.
That's an important part of winning a Super Bowl.
They should be one of your favorite teams, Johnny, and I'll explain why.
Okay.
The 49ers are good, from what I can tell, because of 2 things. Their offensive line and their defense.
That's all you need.
That's
That's,
I mean,
it's
they're
proven your theory.
yeah, they are a team after your own heart. Because we were talking about this last night, Zach. Like, Jimmy G, despite being like Mr. Jimmy GQ and like the sexy name, like
he's a hunk.
He's just a game manager, though.
Yeah,
that's all he's doing.
But he's a sexy.
He's
game
the
manager.
sexiest game manager of all time.
Pretty fucking hot.
Jimmy G is the sexiest game manager. Like
yes,
the way
he is. Who's a sexier game manager?
Who's a sexier game manager than Jimmy G?
I kind of said no homo when I said it's hot. I didn't.
Come on, we can't be. You gotta say
sorry,
pause. You can't be problematic.
Yeah, come on, man.
Try to say it.
We already said
it's too late now.
That's a problem.
What are we gonna start saying? Washington's team name again?
Okay, you know what? Jimmy G's a hot guy. All homo. Is that better?
Yeah. I don't know. Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. All homo is better.
All
right.
It cancels it out.
All right. All homo. It averages out to the average amount.
Average amount of homo.
That's okay.
1 out of 4, right?
All right. Let's jump back off. So Gonzo, you were saying earlier that Madison has a walk-up drive-through line.
Yeah, walk-up drive-through.
Wow.
Couple blocks from the stadium.
That is pretty cool.
It's where people get litty.
Is it the same thing as the car drive-through, but they strap
people
to the rotating
it's
things
just a
where
window.
they slowly go through?
It's just a lower window.
I think we're on to 2 good ideas.
Yeah, no,
your idea sounds like it was.
Your
idea sounds like it was taken from my idea of people like how everyone has to rise for the national anthem. Well, what if you're physically unable to rise?
Okay.
There needs to be some sort of system to help you regain the ability to rise, so you can be
is this
one of the.
Are you advertising? What are you selling?
Please no.
What are you selling? Come on.
It's what it raises you. You're in a stadium, and it's
this is
harness.
Is it? You don't have the product yet?
No, it's like a harness you strap into, and then they raise you up when it's time. Like everyone stand for the national anthem. Like
why don't they just
for the
have a guy either have a cane or 2 people helping him up?
I mean, because you could have them all over.
Or do we just understand?
You get product placement on it.
Why, just understand, like, hey, you don't have to rise. You can't stand. So that's fine.
I feel like people are going to get offended by.
Instead, we have to make a device to force these people to stand up.
Yes, I think that's where this country
with ads on it.
With ads on it, of course.
That's the most corporate hellscape idea that I've heard.
I think we're into something, guys.
Dude, that is the most dystopian future reality I've ever heard.
I'm going to pitch it at a Trump rally.
It's going to happen. Yeah, just because you're paralyzed doesn't mean you shouldn't stand for the anthem. Get on your feet, you card.
Sponsored by Kit Kat.
No, Kit Kat don't want no part of that.
Remington.
Sponsored by Fox News.
Yeah. Or Fox Racing, which somehow is the same thing.
Yeah. Sponsored by Grizz Chew.
Ooh, good one.
There you go.
Solid.
Marlboro Reds.
Sponsored by Barb Red.
Can they do that? Can Marlboro still? Are they just going to be emblazoned on the chest?
Yeah, on the chest.
Right on the harness, it'll just be Marlboro.
And on the back, it'll be Budweiser.
And then
the old school Budweiser, the white red bottle. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Just want to make sure. Bud Light, get that pussy shit out of here.
So the first league.
Does the guy have to wear a Dale Earnhardt hat?
No, but he can.
Well, I was going to say the first idea that's this means for sure NASCAR's implementing it before any other sport, right?
Yeah. For
if
sure.
it's Barb on one side, Budweiser.
Well, now you have drones, so you can do it in outdoor stadiums as well.
Yeah, they drop the harness from above.
Yeah, and then you got the drone. They can just lift you enough.
They fly drones and attach a string to it and pull them up.
Yeah, they have to catch you.
Use fishing line, okay?
But they have to grab you like a claw machine.
No, you get a harness.
What do you mean? That's how. Yeah, but what if you can't attach it yourself? What if you're a quadriplegic?
They have people in the stadium that'll come by.
I want the drone to have to catch you like a claw machine. But sometimes it'll only get one of your legs and you're dangling upside down.
No, that could lead to a lot of lawsuits.
You're like, oh no! Put me down, drone!
That would lead to a lot of lawsuits, and we're not here for the lawsuits.
Well, we're not responsible for it. We're just helping someone else come up with the idea.
Marlboro and Budweiser are not going to put their name on that.
That's how they hook the people in the wheelchairs to the ramp that's through the car wash, but it's actually through a convenience store. Yeah. You hook those guys on it, they slowly go through.
No, you slingshot them through.
Why would you do that? The normal people get it.
Is there a bungee cord that we just make them stand in front of? And we just keep pulling it back further?
In the wheelchair.
Oh shit! Oh man, that's my idea was lawsuits.
Oh, were they?
You're shooting people like drag fucking racers out of a slingshot.
Yeah,
you're shooting wheelchairs out of a slingshot.
I'm really angling to just get Paul Pierce slung out of a slingshot in a wheelchair.
I can't believe
if we can make that happen, I'd be pretty happy because he already put the curse on the Bucs season.
I know, he did.
And that really sucks.
He did. He predicted them to
that fucking shit machine
or go to the finals. Paul Pierce.
His nickname to me now is Shit Machine.
He is a once admitted poop pants pooper. Poop pants full of
You
poop.
think he's PP for Paul Pierce? No, it's for Poop Pants.
Poop Pants Pierce. Poop Pants Paul. On this show, he is Poop Pants Paul Pierce. We will never refer to him as not.
Oh, you mean Poop Pants?
You mean Poop Pants Paul Pierce?
When did he release this story?
Last
year during the playoffs.
I don't remember.
He said he probably pooped his pants. That's why he had. And then he said, yeah, that happened to me one time. I pooped my pants. And then Jalen's like, really? And then yeah. They laughed it off, and the segment ended. And then he went on Twitter that night, and he was like, I was just joking with y'all. I wasn't being for real.
I really pooped my pants.
Everyone's like, no, you already said it.
You definitely pooped your pants. Nobody jokes about pooping their pants. Like, what is this, Billy Madison? Like, what is going on?
Paul Pierce pooped his pants.
Yeah, so Poop Pants Paul Pierce pooped his pants.
Not gonna lie though, Poop Pants Pierce is a pretty bad halftime guy.
Terrible analyst.
He's the worst analyst I've ever seen.
He spews hot takes with nothing to back it up, and he gets dunked on by everybody else on the panel every week.
It makes me like Jalen Rose so much more that he just dunks on Paul Pierce.
As soon as he talks, you can always, like, if Chauncey's there too, like, Paul Pierce will be talking, and they just start giving him the side eye. And by the end of his sentence, they're like lean back, like, fuck no, like, this guy, like, no,
get out of here, Poop Pants.
Yeah,
Pierce.
get out of here, Poop Pants.
Jalen Rose isn't even very good, but next to Paul Pierce,
I know he looks great.
Yeah, he looks like the stuff.
I like Jalen Rose a lot now, just because he shits on Paul Pierce.
Yeah,
he shits on
Poop Pants Pierce.
I feel bad for fucking Chauncey Billups, though. It's like, oh, you're the one that's actually smart, and you have to sit next to these two bozos and Michelle Beadle, asking questions at too high of a volume.
So be careful. Be careful.
What? I just said she talks loud.
I know, but that's one of the the stereotypical female announcer complaints.
You guys hate the ESPN crew and you hate the TNT crew. Who do you like?
The starters who don't have a show anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, like, for sure them, but most.
Did they come up with Showman Stars?
I think they do. They have a podcast that's going to be coming back. I think we're not going to plug it though. I mean, we have. No, but I think they have a podcast coming back. It was the Free Agents, and I forget what they're.
Free Agents.
Now there's something else.
Those guys are good.
I think they're under the Ringer umbrella.
Are they?
Yeah, I think that's the rumor.
All right. I don't know anything. I just I'm not in the loop on that one. So.
I think NBA,
gotta get that loop.
I think NBA made a big mistake by letting the starters go.
I would agree.
I think NBA was just doing budget cuts.
Yeah,
I think it was TNT who did it.
NBA TV is owned by Turner, I believe.
Yeah, they did have a segment on NBA.com.
Isn't Turner owned by something bigger?
Probably.
Everything's owned by something.
Isn't it owned by it's owned by CBS, because CBS and them split the NCAA March Madness.
Yeah.
That's when it shows up on fucking True TV. Yeah. I'm just over here trying to watch the little Impractical Jokers, and I gotta watch Weber State versus Montana.
Sounds like a pretty good game. Sounds like my kind of game.
Montana sucks.
Where do I sign up?
Weber State's blowing them out.
Man.
And if Weber State's blowing you out, you're probably not that good.
Yeah, that's a bad sign. It's poor. Speaking of poor, hey, guys, did you hear about this game? You seen this? You heard about this?
We're not talking about the Redskins game.
Yes, we are.
No.
Wow, are you a psychic? Holy cats. Washington 17, Dolphins 16. What a game.
No.
Was it actually a good game?
What?
No.
Kind of?
It seems like it could have been a good game.
It came down to the last play, a 2-point conversion for the win.
Oof. Yeah,
that's exciting.
Pretty exciting.
Fitzmagic leading a last-minute touchdown drive.
Fuck
potentially.
Classic Fitzmagic.
Yeah, pretty good game.
Fuck him.
Wow, why? What did Ryan Fitzpatrick ever do to you?
Man.
Every year, he gives you a little bit, and then he disappears.
Well, he's got that magic for a little bit. Plus, he's a good guy. I mean,
Yeah.
Why would you hate Ryan Fitzpatrick?
Did you know he went to Harvard?
Yes, I did.
Did you know he went to Harvard?
Did you know that?
Pretty sure they say it every single snap. Every
He's
time
a smart
playing.
guy. That's why he was able to check it down to his running back there.
See this check down? It's because he went to Harvard.
pretty
but
smart.
you didn't know that.
Pretty smart Harvard guy. That's why he's
I guess he's smarter than I thought.
Yeah, smarter than you thought.
Didn't he have the highest Wonderlic score, too?
I think so.
Yeah.
That seems plausible.
You seen him looking at the plays on the sideline? It's because he went to Harvard.
Yeah,
he's
he knows-
probably reading a book.
He knows how to read.
My favorite sideline
That's
moment
pretty cool.
of the quote-unquote weekend was Eli Manning and his son Daniel Jones looking at like plays on the sideline.
Oh, during the Thursday night game?
Yeah, and I think somebody tweeted out like Eli's like, so how do I turn this thing on? Where do the batteries go? And I mean,
It's not that far off.
yeah, I mean,
Do we think Eli's like really tech savvy? Is that
do we think he's smart at all?
I don't know.
Tech savvy. I'm not giving him any.
Sometimes I'm very curious.
His apartment flooded and he didn't know what to do and he took a picture of himself.
Just kind of stood there.
I'm very curious onto how they get these plays on these tablets and how simplistic these programs have to be for them to
I don't
just
think
like,
it's
dish them out.
I don't know if it's plays. I think it's
Probably just pictures.
pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what they're looking
But
at.
still,
Yeah.
you got to upload pictures to the. I think they use Surface Pros. Or
Yeah,
something like
Microsoft
that.
Surface Pro.
Always Microsoft.
What if they hit like the home button or something?
They probably
is there
have
IT
it.
guys on staff.
No,
or
they
the
probably
coaches
have
trained?
it like a dummy system where, like, you know, when you go in a store and you like do the thing like, how did our service, or like you order at Panera
Yeah,
or
you can
whatever.
probably still hit the middle button twice.
No, you can't. It locks it out of
That's
doing
probably
that.
smart.
Yeah. So I work in a store that does that. So yeah.
All right. Well, that's how they do it.
They just lock it into a system, so these idiot players, I guess you're calling them.
You call them idiot.
No, because you're saying, what if they hit the home button and they don't know how to get back? If you don't know how to get back after hitting the home button, you're a fucking idiot. Like,
You're one of the dumbest people alive.
didn't
Come on.
realize breaking news over
There's
here.
plenty of older people who would. I bet Eli Manning wouldn't know how to get back to the program.
Older people aren't playing
Playing
sports.
professional
Maybe
sports
there's
anymore.
the coaches.
If you're under, I guess, but are the coaches really like? I don't know. The players can help them, I guess. I don't know.
I feel like it's mostly coordinators going over like stuff on the
Yeah.
side. Like,
I think
coaches
they
aren't-
take a little class on how to load everything onto the.
For sure, Wade Phillips is for sure taking that off-season refresher course.
Yeah, no doubt.
On how to use Windows 10 Surface.
Yeah, Windows 10 Surface Pro.
I feel like Vic Fangio probably needed a crash course on it as
He
well.
probably like tells people he knows it.
Yeah,
but he
for sure.
doesn't really know.
He
what's
lied
on-
about it on his resume. That's how he got the Broncos job.
Experience.
It's like, oh yeah, I know how to do Excel. Yeah, sure.
Proficient in Microsoft Surface
Yeah.
Pro.
And Microsoft Word. Enter. All right, Vic, I think you're shooing for this one.
And Microsoft Paint.
That's
Vic,
why
that doesn't exist anymore. You're lying.
you guys think all these young coaches are getting the jobs because like they're offshoots of McVay and everybody wants to see that. It's because they're the only ones who know how to work these
They know
Windows
how to
10
do-
Surface Pros.
Nobody else.
They
can
got to
handle
get
the
that
tech.
sponsorship on the sideline.
The tech is too advanced for all of the old time. Like John Fox can't be out there trying to figure out how to use.
He's not coaching.
John Fox probably doesn't have a cell phone.
No, he has a flip phone that he probably wears on his hip.
Andy Reid has a guy called the play reader.
Yeah.
Because Andy Reid
Is
doesn't
it
know how to get the play.
RIEDER? Hey!
Andy keeps trying to order things off of the playbook when they give it to him.
He's always hitting the home
Mostly
button.
food on Amazon.
You put a Surface in his hand, he's trying to look at the past plays. He doesn't know how to do it.
Yeah.
So he has a guy who's hired to just watch the play, like, oh, run up, 3-hole, didn't work. All right, we're not running up the 3-hole again. Because he can't watch the plays on his pad, so he has somebody else read it for him.
Is he blind?
Yeah.
Is Andy Reid?
Is this a true story? Where?
Should Andy Reid also not look at the Jumbotron?
Hey, also,
Is he all right?
this made me think of
kids.
a side note. At the Cincinnati game,
Andy Reid's Ray Charles.
we sat behind the
Makes sense,
Oh,
doesn't it?
the UCF mascot's parents.
Yeah, we sat behind the UCF mascot's parents, and they like kept taking like anytime the mascot was in like 100-foot radius, they were taking videos, taking pictures.
By the end of the first quarter, they had to legitimately have taken no fewer than 30 videos of the mascot doing things.
And then
Wow. Was the mascot
Nathan-
exciting at least?
Not particularly.
he had the one time where he
Not
played
really.
the
Did he do
video
it?
game controller,
Could
Yeah,
he
he
do
did
it
it.
jumbo
Will?
video game controller,
And then he came out like he was going to do jousting with the Bearcat mascot.
but he didn't.
He didn't.
They were friends. They
buddied
he
up.
gave him a
You
Bearcat.
can't be friends
Armor.
with the opposite mascot.
It's what happened.
They-
Okay, well, could he do a cartwheel?
I don't know.
Did he do a flip? Did he do a flip?
Nothing really. No, definitely
I told you the best thing he had this giant PlayStation controller, and he was playing on the sideline when the guys were playing. He was acting like he was doing the moves.
Yeah, he was controlling the game.
Oh,
it was pretty. I mean, it was good. It was
funny.
But that was about it. That was
Hey, and somebody stole the fucking flag.
Anyways,
yeah. Can I tell the story?
Yeah.
All right. So our seats were in the corner, very much in the corner, literally, we were I often was sitting. Not in my seat. I was sitting on a concrete slab, and then there was a lawn to the right of that. So there's a grassy hill directly to our right.
A grassy knoll.
Yeah, and next to that,
back into the left,
on the concrete, there's a series of flags for the city of Cincinnati, the university, the years of whatever. So we go get up at halftime, we go walk around, check out the whole stadium basically,
and you stole a flag.
Go and we buy some merch. Come back to our seats, 10 minutes into the third quarter, there was 6 minutes left, I think, something like that, whatever. Yeah. So we get there, and the security guard comes up to my brother, and he's like, hey, can I look in your bag? My brother's like, yeah, sure, I can, whatever, and shows him his stuff, and the guy's like, all right. Then he comes back, a couple minutes later, and he goes, somebody stole the fucking flag. And we look, and to our right, there's a flagpole with nothing on it. There's just one. There's an empty spot in the flag arrangement. We're like, yeah, sure, shit. Somebody did steal the fucking flag. Wow, would you look like it was the most Danny Glover? I'm too old for this shit way of saying it ever too. I think it wasn't the first time it had happened.
I felt like it was the guy with no shirt on when we left for halftime.
Oh, the super UCF bro fan, who at one point took his shirt off and screamed in a 50-year-old man's face, "I got a degree from UCF, bro." That was a little intense. I wasn't quite prepared for all that.
He was trying to live out something.
And then we did see a male cheerleader get heckled as well.
Yeah, that was sad.
Somebody called one of the male cheerleaders fat.
They were like, "You're too fat to be a cheerleader."
It was like, oh man,
is that a thing?
You need a sturdy base to your pyramid. Everyone knows that.
Yeah. Guys, back to the original point.
What was
Andy
that?
Reid is blind. Why do you think he's such a terrible game manager?
He can't see.
He brings great teams. They have great game plans. Well coached. When it comes to game managing,
is that why he sits next to Pat? He has to hold his hand and feel comfort.
He's never won a challenge.
Not once. It's true though.
He's 0-50.
106 in challenges.
Andy wishes they'd get rid of him. He thinks it's an unfair advantage for the other team.
The able-bodied coaches I can see.
Sometimes he forgets. He thinks it's the yellow flag, and he's trying to call penalties on the other team, and he throws it out. They're like, "Andy, what are you challenging?" Then he's,
spot of the ball.
Spot of the ball.
Andy was an incomplete pass. I knew that.
You bring it back to the right spot, though. Line of scrimmage, I think it moved a little bit.
I was just kidding. I got you guys good.
Keep you on your toes. It was a test. You're good.
Jerome Boger's like, okay, Andy. Okay. Why don't you go take a seat down in your comfy chair?
He sounds like Todd Chrisley.
A little bit. Jerome Boger kind of does sound like Todd Chrisley, though.
All right.
Jerome Boger's the effeminate black ref.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hate all the refs.
All of them? They sure do like calling those penalties.
They ruined the Cincinnati ending, too.
Well, reviews are ruining football. Reviews are slowly killing football. It's pretty.
No more reviews. I get it.
I hate the last 2 minutes of it so much now when everything's reviewable. It's awful.
Just wait this year when the NBA has challenges.
Yeah, I can't wait for more. That's just what I need. More instant replays in the sports that I want.
Don't you just love it?
Can't get enough. I don't want to just watch the game. I want to see replays of things that already happened and usually aren't even that cool of a play.
And I want to watch them 10, 15, 20 times.
For sure.
After I get that first camera angle, I don't want to keep watching. You know what? It's clearly across the line, but I want to watch it one more time.
What if that angle was just lying to me, though? What if that camera is deceiving me?
Let me check the other 5 angles where the ball crosses the line.
Each of those probably another 6 or 7 times, hopefully, with any luck.
Can't they just make it faster?
It has to be faster, man.
Because we can tell on one replay that the ball's crossed the line.
Or no, or I don't know. So you stick with the call.
They're still using the CB radios though, and it takes over.
Hey there, New York. This is Andy. Andy, how'd you get one of the walkie-talkies? Who gave Andy the walkie?
I think it was over the line. Over.
Can you guys help me out here? I could really use a challenge win. People are pretty upset. I've never won one.
Never.
Andy, you challenged a fumble on, again, an incomplete pass. I don't know what more you want us to do.
He caught it.
And then he fumbled. And then it's our ball. I don't know.
Send it to New York. Over.
Let him take a look at it. I think they're missing out here.
You ever think Andy messes up the overs? Like he says, "Hey, I really think that was over," and they're like, "You really think that was what?" Over.
Wow, Johnny,
you guys get that one?
Yeah, jeez.
That's some CB radio humor.
Did you guys get that?
For anyone who's in the
that
market.
All our CB fans out there.
They're dying laughing. Everybody listening to us in a semi-truck right now.
Over-the-road trucker listeners.
Shouts out to you.
Are getting a big kick out of your material tonight.
You're America's Cowboys.
I do it for the truckers.
Johnny's brand is doing it for the truckers.
That one's for Luke.
Okay.
Luke's not a trucker.
Luke drives.
He does.
No, he doesn't.
He drives a
truck.
CB radio.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
He drives a truck and he has a CB radio. What more do you need?
Over.
He has a CB radio in his truck?
I mean, I don't know.
He's got a truck.
Yeah,
He
damn,
probably
that would have
does.
been a
For the
good.
sake of this conversation, yes.
That would have been a good wedding gift.
That's it.
Oh shoot, you shouldn't have.
CB radio. That's pretty cool.
Why does Luke sound like Brett Favre?
He kind of does.
Well, who doesn't want to sound like Brett Favre?
When you got a dip in, you kind of get a southern accent.
I mean, if you got a digger and you start talking with a drawl, that's just the way it is. Yeah, man.
You talk a little slower so it doesn't slip out.
All right, so next point. Is Brett Favre coming out of retirement next year?
Yes.
Who comes out of retirement? We should have a pool of guys who we think could come out of retirement.
Brett Favre's always number one.
No, number one for me is Antonio Gates. I'm just waiting for an injury.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's pretty solid power ranking.
Antonio Brown.
He's not retired, though.
Yeah, he's retired to him.
Gronk? Can I take Gronk in the power rankings?
Gronk will be back for a season.
Yep.
Or a Super Bowl. They'll probably just hire him for
the Super Bowl.
I don't think you could add people before the Super Bowl.
Why not? It's Gronk. He'll make it work. They'll be like, it's just Gronk. Let him in.
Belichick will be like, he was on the roster all along. You guys didn't even see it coming. You all look like fools now.
Nah, Belichick will forge some documents and have some lawyers that get
They'll
Gronk
figure
in
it
the
out
game.
5 years later, and the Patriots will lose a first-round pick and not care. Be like, whatever.
Wait, Gronk didn't play all season.
It was totally worth it for our 7th Super Bowl in the last 10 years. Not a big deal. It's coming, guys. I'm sorry.
That's the next Patriot scandal is forged documents to get Gronk on the team.
I don't even think...
Are they forging his birth certificate? What is this? What are they forging?
I don't know. Some kind of lawyer paperwork shit to get him back in the league.
That's most of
Pardon
life.
my language. I really emphasize.
Lawyer paperwork shit is most of life.
Yeah. It is, isn't it?
Yeah, you're always doing lawyer.
I don't understand this. Here, take my money.
Here you go, lawyer. Here's a bunch of paperwork. Please read it. You probably went to Harvard, too.
I try to mail my shit to Ryan Fitzpatrick so
He's
he can
like,
do my
I don't
lawyer
know
paperwork
you.
shit.
I had never met you. Quit sending me documents to read. I don't know what you want me to do with them.
I'm glad he's opening them at
This
least.
one is just the menu for a Denny's. Please stop.
I don't know what to get.
I'm not sure.
Woods over Miami looks pretty good.
I don't know how you got my home address, but please stop.
Come on. I'm thinking the eggs over easy, but, sunny side up, what do you think?
You're a smart guy. I'm just looking for a little help here. Okay?
Pancakes or toast? What are you going?
Give me some input, buddy. That's all I'm looking for here.
Come on,
Should I try the burger?
Or do I call an audible? Get it?
I go to his games sometimes and sit by the entrance, be like, Ryan, come on, eggs over easy, scrambled. What do you got? What do you got for me? Come on, please.
I just try and people hand them over autograph my football. I'm just holding documents. Read over these documents, please. I need an opinion.
Tell me if I should sell equity in my company or not. Can you look over my earnings charts from the past 3 fiscal quarters?
Is my 401k acceptable?
Should I have a riskier investment portfolio at this point in my life? Ryan! Can we just start doing that with him in the way that people ask Mike Leach questions about just random shit?
Yeah, we should.
That's one of my favorite gimmicks in sports now.
Yeah, the Mike Leach. Did you hear the Mike Leach talking about... He talked about dog versus cat
cats
owners.
and dog owners.
And then he wound up talking about his pet raccoon he had as a kid.
Yeah.
He's like, once they get to a certain age, they're like adults. They're like 18.
Once it becomes
so
a teenager in raccoon years, it wants a little more independence.
Was he able to accurately describe in a coon's age?
No, nobody asked.
Nobody
asked that. Yeah, that's a missed opportunity, quite frankly.
I think it's like 18 years. I don't know how long raccoons live.
But can we stop asking athletes just like boilerplate questions about the game and just start asking them about things that they're interested in?
Yeah,
I feel like that's a way better way to get good answers. Like, hey man,
that's what I always thought. If I was an interviewer,
I'd
just ask random stuff.
Hey, what do you think of Future's new album?
Yep, exactly. Yeah, that was a tough one out there, man. But anyways, let's talk about something more fun. Like, hey, what do you do? I don't know. I just think you get a better version.
What's your
of the
bullying
player.
average? I'm just gonna ask random questions. They might not even like
I'll make them answer random questions. I have them ask questions back.
What?
You can't make them.
Nobody wants to hear you answer questions.
Yeah, what are you doing?
People aren't like, oh, Susie Colbert, she's really interesting interviewer.
All right, I'll give them tough questions instead of just what they're interested in. I want answers.
No, I want softballs. I want them to be comfortable.
I'll be like, dry ice. Is it science or is it sorcery?
Oh,
what do you think? What do you think, Ryan?
Yeah,
your favorite segment.
Science or sorcery?
Science or sorcery.
That is.
Yeah.
We only did it once, but yeah.
I forgot about that. Why don't we do science or sorcery?
That's
because it doesn't really
we'll
work.
Do a quick bit. Dry ice. Is it science or is it sorcery for our viewers? You can tweet us or email us.
It doesn't really tie into sports.
Sorcery.
You think sorcery?
It's definitely sorcery.
It's 100% sorcery.
Yeah, thank you. That's what I've been saying. I ask everybody that. I have science.
No, it's science. Cut it out.
I have ice that's dry in my freezer, and it doesn't fucking smoke up.
No, never. It doesn't do that at
all.
all.
The random guy I whispered this to into his ear at Walgreens.
He didn't like it?
He didn't say sorcery. He was like, science?
Excuse me. Why are you whispering into grown men's ears, or anyone's ears at Walgreens?
That's not how you guys get answers?
No.
I go to Bing.com.
I prey on them.
That's good, too. That is good as well. Man,
I'm still waiting for a lot of them, so, I mean... hopefully one day.
That is tough.
Hopefully the big guy upstairs gets around to it, but...
He's got a lot of prayers
to
go through.
He's pretty backed up.
He's probably going to
answer
prayers from when I was a kid, and I'll be like, I don't even care about that. I know how baseball works now. I know there's 3 outs. I wasn't sure that one time, and I didn't want to be embarrassed.
That was embarrassing. Whatever, fine.
Seems like some people get 4 outs. I don't know.
Yeah, because sometimes you can strike out and you still get to first base, and as a kid, that's confusing. Yeah. How does that work? He struck out, but he's not out. It doesn't come.
Oh yeah, like when the ball goes in the dirt.
Yeah.
Why is that guy fumbling around? Oh, that catcher's not good. I don't know what he did, but looks like he's in trouble.
You know, if you hit it and the catcher catches it, it's still a strike, and then you can get strike 3'd on it. How about that?
This is true. These are big facts.
Those are the
that's
confusing
considered
baseball
a flyout, though, isn't it?
Is it considered a strikeout or a flyout?
Strikeout.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
If you nick it and the catcher catches it?
Yep. Definitely.
What if the catcher catches it, right above his head?
Then it might be a flyout. If they have to stand up, maybe. I'm not sure. I have
no. What's the rule? I want to know.
That would be an incredible reaction if you caught a foul tip that required you to stand up for it, and you were able to do so.
You knew. Your pitcher was pitching for foul
I know he's
going
to foul it off right above my head.
Yeah. How would you possibly be able to react that quickly?
You just pitch for foul tips.
That's up in the zone. I hope he tips it. I'm standing like this, though.
Hate to see it when he swings and misses and it goes right by me.
It hits you right in the pass.
No, that's why the ump's behind you. He'll block it, whether he wants to or not.
I like the idea that if he doesn't hit it, it just plows you right in the face every time. And you're just like, that's why I wear a mask. And they're like, no, there's a lot better reasons than that. That shouldn't be one of them.
It gets stuck in there a few times every year.
You got to throw your helmet down to third base to try to get the runner out.
I'd love to see a catcher who just keeps missing standard pitches. Bounces off.
Another fastball off his face mask. Looks like that one's going to let her run in. Oh, jeez.
I think if you watch
showing highlights of the one time that you did it, they're like, you know what, though, that play is so cool. Let him keep doing it.
How bad of a catcher do you have to be?
He's raking, though. He's hitting 4 times.
Why not move positions?
They just got Jim Toby back there.
Trying to make a hero catch every play. Guys, I think this again, we're onto something here.
All right, give us the next game.
I'm not going to go through most of the games.
Forgot we're doing football.
You got any games? Like I'll say something and then stop me if you want. Otherwise, I'll just move to the next one. All right.
Let's make a sound.
Patriots 35, Giants 14.
They are who we thought they were.
Boom. Panthers 37, Buccaneers 26. Jameis turns it over 6 times in London.
He is
impressive.
who we thought he was.
I already mentioned Seahawks over the Browns 32-28.
The Browns are who we thought they were.
We let them off the hook.
Probably game of the week, if I'm being honest. Texans, Chiefs. Texans go into Kansas City, come out with a 31-24 victory.
The Texans are
who I thought they were, for sure.
They are who we thought they were at the beginning, but
the Chiefs just don't have a defense.
Chiefs defense, yeah, I mean, it still sucks. But I think we're going to see Deshaun Watson versus Pat Mahomes in the playoffs a couple times in the future. If I had to guess.
Yeah.
That's another one of those matchups that I'm ready to see a lot.
Well, the Texans came out with a different look, and obviously they couldn't adjust because Andy Reid can't see. He's blind, guys.
God damn
when
it.
they changed their game plan from the game before, they just kept...
Did you say game flan?
Game flan. That's flan. That's
Not a big deal. All right, yeah, don't make a big deal about it. We're moving on. Anyway,
I just
You never heard about game flan?
Yeah.
I want some game flan. It sounds good.
It's flan to cheat at the game, okay?
we already mentioned Washington beat the Dolphins. Vikings 38, Eagles 20.
That's when I watched.
You watched that one? Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Kirk Cousins is great, obviously. Duh.
This
Everything,
is one of those
everything
times,
is fine in Minnesota. Don't worry about it.
This is one of those games Kirk Cousins has where he's like,
Pretty good.
that's how he earned his money
Yep,
with these types of games, and then don't expect that next game.
Don't count on it.
I'm going to start a conspiracy theory. Can he not have a good week the same week Jameis is having a good... Like, it's either one of them can have a good week?
I have no data to back that up either way, and I don't think
I'm
you
going to start paying attention.
But
Maybe you can look back. That could be a good ESPN stat.
yeah, we can dig into that and see the last time that Jameis and Kirk Cousins played well on the same Sunday.
Were you guys tuning into ESPN's Next Gen Stats? I
Nope.
think it was last week on Monday Night Football.
Never.
The stat was 3 wide receivers, 1 running back, 1 quarterback. I'm thinking, is that...
What?
That's not a stat. It
No.
said Next Gen Stats, and it showed like the personnel.
Okie doke.
Yeah.
That is some next level stuff.
That stuff I didn't understand until...
That's because they're running
it's
3
next
wide
level.
receivers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had to point it out. In case you couldn't see, there's 3 of them out there.
Hey, I know you said connection between Kirk Cousins and Jameis, but what about the draft connection between Marcus Mariota and Jameis, the number 1 and number 2 picks from that draft?
They are both done.
They are both benched. Mariota was benched for Ryan Tannehill.
Ryan Tannehill?
Yeah, the one, the only. They lost to the Broncos 16-0 in a game that, quite frankly, was set your eyes on fire terrible. It
was rough.
I think Mariota might be done. I don't know if it was the injuries early in his career that hurt his development. I don't know if it's just been a bad fit coordinator-wise or what the deal is, but his promising first and second years feel like forever ago now. Like it feels like there's no hope with him as a quarterback.
Yeah. I can't really argue.
No. And then Saints 13, Jacksonville 6. The Saints defense continues to step up in Drew Brees' absence. I think that's been the biggest story of this time.
I think they got a Bounty Gate Part 2 going on.
Is that why they're playing good again?
Yeah.
Wow, all right.
I don't know. Have they been laying down malicious hits?
Not particularly. No,
Okay,
I don't think so. But
This time it's just to play better.
yes.
Maybe
We'll
they're doing,
incentivize better play.
Malicious mental damage to them, like mind games
Could
and
be.
shit.
Could be.
Mind games? You can't do mind
Man
games?
games.
They're doing mind games. To
Ooh. Saints have one real test coming up still. They play the Bears at Chicago next
That's
Sunday.
not a real test.
I think Teddy Bridgewater on the road against the Bears defense is definitely a real test. I think
They just need some defensive turnovers.
If the Bears had some kind of offense.
that is like the Game Manager Bowl. Teddy
Yeah, it
Bridgewater
is.
versus Mitch Trubisky. That's race to 10. First team to 10 wins.
Well, don't call Trubisky a game manager.
He's not that good.
He's not a game manager.
No.
And he's not good.
No. He's not good. He's not good enough to be a game manager.
The Bears scored despite of Trubisky.
Yeah, for sure.
Not because of.
No,
Not because
never.
of.
But that'll be an interesting game. Cardinals beat the Falcons 34-33 for their second straight win.
Falcons suck.
Thanks to a shanked Matt Bryant extra point
Aw.
that cost him the game. Falcons are terrible. Falcons are really, really bad. 1-5, I believe, already now, and I think it's all over for Dan Quinn as the coach in Atlanta. I think he's very fired at the end of the season, and rightfully so. Speaking of potentially very fired, Jason Garrett went on the road and absolutely laid a turd. You went into New York.
That's a lot of money on that game.
Played a 0-4 or 0-5 Jets team, and got outplayed for that was one game I did watch a lot of. The Jets were just better for most of that game. They kicked their ass on the front line. Dallas couldn't really run the ball. They couldn't get that going. They couldn't stop Le'Veon Bell. Sam Darnold was picking them apart.
Who's hurt on the Dallas line?
Nobody really. It's
sure. Didn't their left tackle get hurt? They got a really good left tackle, right?
I thought Teron Smith played.
Did he?
I could be wrong, but yeah, I thought everyone played. They have some dinged up guys or whatever, but
I'll look it up.
The Jets suck. It shouldn't matter. One guy, if that's what it takes for your whole team to collapse, then I guess you're not that good of a team, because the Jets have up till this point been god awful.
Yeah, they've been pretty bad. And
you made Sam Darnold look like a Pro Bowler, so not great for Dallas. I think they fell to 3-3 in that one, and they went from the obvious team in the East to all of a sudden I don't know if they make the playoffs. And that's it. That's pretty much it from the week that was here in the NFL. Currently, Packers trail the Lions 13-10 at halftime at the time of this recording. Lions got off to a hot start in that one, scoring the first 13 points. However, Green Bay answered back a couple nice drives right before the half. Any thoughts on that game? Does the result of that game change the way you think of either team?
Yes.
Okay.
We're talking about the Packers-Lions.
Yes.
If the Lions win, then it's time to start taking it seriously.
No.
You're not taking the Lions seriously if they beat the
Packers are wearing their shitty all-white jerseys.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're wearing the color rush jerseys?
You know what? You're right. That's true.
This game shouldn't even count.
It shouldn't, no.
This is a preseason game as far as I'm concerned.
The all-whites Packers.
Not great.
No.
Why are you letting the Lions wear their home uniforms?
Why not all yellow?
Yeah, why?
Oh, gross. That'd be disgusting. All yellow with the green lines.
It'd be better than all white.
It looked like they got pissed on.
Yeah.
The Packers yellow is terrible.
It's not yellow, it's gold.
It's not gold, it's yellow.
It's green and gold.
It's not gold. I've never seen gold that looks like urine.
Well, talk to Trump.
God, imagine that Packers yellow color all over the jersey.
Yeah.
The green numbers. I think
it.
I threw up in my mouth a little bit.
I want it.
You can't really do a Packers color rush unless it's white.
No, you could do it yellow.
No.
They've worn yellow jerseys in preseason before.
Yeah, but have the pants been yellow too?
Yes.
That's disgusting.
It is. It's gross. It's just for no one.
Yeah, that's for nobody.
All right, now the other end of the spectrum, Johnny, it's just us and the Dolphins now. There's only 2 winless teams left in the NFL.
Let's go, Cincy.
Yep, it's between us and Miami now, baby.
Was the crowd going crazy when the Bengals lost?
No.
Oh.
I wouldn't say
that's so much better.
He's showing a picture of it right now.
It's so much better.
That is a yellow jersey.
That's all right.
Yeah.
I think they edited the yellow for that.
All right.
Whatever, it doesn't matter.
But yeah, you guys, how's it going for the
color rush?
Google Packer yellow jersey. You'll see.
How's it going for the Tua Bowl?
I was rooting for the Dolphins to get a win this weekend pretty bad, actually. I was pretty excited when they came out going for 2. I thought if the Dolphins get the win here, it's going to be huge. But the biggest game of the Bengals season, Week 16.
Who do they play?
At Miami.
Oh,
they're changing that to Sunday night, right?
Circle your fucking calendar.
Are we going to that one? Are we going to fly to Miami?
We may have to do the show live from Miami if they flex that game. If it's 2 0-14 teams playing in Week 16 for the Tua Bowl, that would be huge. I don't know what you do.
That's appointment television.
Do you just punt on first down? What do you do? How do you make the teams try to win a game that they can't?
You drop the ball, you go whoopsie daisy, and then start fumbling it backwards.
Snap it behind the quarter.
It's just an hour of the team trying not to score.
Or they just keep punting it through their own end zone for a safety.
It looks a lot like rugby.
Yeah, the other team frantically tries to stop them from punting.
It's just one. It's just one constant play until the quarter ends.
I like that idea too. You can really run the clock out.
Like
you snap it and neither team moves for like 15 minutes.
Dead stare at each
and then
other.
You punt it through the end zone. 2 points for the other team. Next quarter, they start with the ball. Same thing. 15. So it'd be 4-4 going into overtime. It would come down, I think, to because if you couldn't do it in overtime. Well, you could, but you couldn't let the other team do it. Because if you give up points when you have the ball first, that's it. It's game over.
Every time you get the ball, you run it straight back in the end zone. Man, that'd be a great game. So
Yeah.
you can score
Four possessions.
Yeah.
The entire game would be 4 possessions.
We
Time
should do
of
it in
possession
Madden.
would be 30 minutes even.
Well, you got the other team's still trying to get you. You can't run around. They don't want you to waste that time.
That's true. They want to tackle you inbounds.
So it's just you hike it and then you run backwards and everybody's chasing you and you run.
Well, your line would still be blocking, but for a different reason. Because
Yeah.
now they'd be blocking so that you couldn't go tackle them, chase them down to the other end zone. So you'd probably be called like max protect every time.
Oh, yeah.
You'd have like all your linemen out. You just hand it off.
This would break football. It'd be so great.
And the wide receiver cornerbacks are now like gunners on a punt. The quarterbacks are trying to get to the other end to get the quarterback.
Come on and get ready!
Are you ready for a lack of football?
Are you ready for some safeties? A 2-point party! We got the Bengals and Dolphins. Fuck, why do we have these teams today?
They'd be
Here on Sunday night.
They'd be doing onside punts.
Onside?
Onside punts after the safety.
Onside points?
Go on, bro. Well, yeah, because then they could score on themselves again.
Exactly.
You're right. It'd be an onsider every time.
Yeah.
No, for
onside
sure.
punt. So you got to kind of like punt
Can't
it
you just
straight
kick
up.
it the wrong way?
No, I don't think so.
Nah, penalty.
It's an illegal touch then. Yeah, and the other team gets the ball, which you don't want.
No, but if you just kick it the other way,
On a kickoff?
yeah.
Well, it's an illegal touch. The other team would get the ball.
Yeah.
The other
No,
team
wouldn't you? If
the
you
other
kicked
team
it
would
into your end zone,
the
though?
other team would decline like the scoring part. They would
Oh,
do it,
yeah.
or they would like whatever version made you not score is what the other team would like. It's, no, you couldn't do it.
Yeah.
All right.
Plus, if you had to kick it from the other side of the ball going the other way, you're offsides.
Yeah.
All right.
Unless you want to back heel.
That's true, because yeah,
your kicker
your
walks
kicker
over.
couldn't run from the other side of the ball, or he's
And
off.
then
Yeah,
just kick it, back heel.
Yeah, back heel. And then if the other team gets it and scores a touchdown, it's like, joke's on you, idiots.
idiots. Yeah, way
7
to
points
score
for
a
you.
touchdown.
Somebody'd be selfish, and they'd be like their only opportunity in their career.
It'll be the
They're
biggest
just
play
a
of the
special
game.
teams guy.
The biggest play of the game will be when somebody accidentally ran for a
Oh my
touchdown.
God! John Ross returned a kick for the right team. What is he doing? Touchdown Bengals! Oh no! John Ross just cost the Bengals Tua.
If they
He's
kicked,
celebrating in the end zone. Like, yeah, let's go. What
if
up?
they kicked a real kickoff to start the game, you would just like leave it in the end zone and like walk away.
Yeah, like the rest of us have the ball in net, so like nobody's going for it. Nobody wants the ball. But as we've said, first kick for sure an outsider.
I don't think there's a rule of if you let the ball like sit in the end zone. I think it's still a live ball.
I think it's a live ball.
So-
I don't think it is. I see the ball hitting the end zone and the refs just blow it all the time. Like,
What if it rolls into the end zone
don't think
and
it
then
matters.
stops?
What if it stopped on the one?
Yeah.
then I mean, the other team could grab the ball. Yeah. Well, I mean,
Let's make this happen.
Is there like if nobody's going after...
both teams want to recover the kickoff, though.
Yeah.
That's not the issue. Both
Yeah,
teams
you
are
wanna
going-
have the ball.
Both teams are going for the ball on the kickoff super hard because then you can score on yourself. you guys are. I mean, you got to make sure you're looking at it. The kickoff is the most important play of each drive. You got to make sure you get the ball so you can go score against yourself. That's very important.
So you might.
You can't score on yourself if you don't
But
have
if
the ball.
you do the onside kick, all you're going to do is take the ball, turn around, and run towards the wrong end zone.
Well, you can't return an onside kick anyways anymore. Like if you're the kicking team, you can't return it at all anymore.
No, but the receiving team can.
I guess they could run the wrong way. Yeah.
Yeah, just take off the wrong way.
It'd be tough in an onside kick scenario to imagine anyone getting that clean of a route to do that. But yeah, I suppose technically it'd be possible.
Because that's what the goal is, to see how many onside or how many safeties.
Yeah. Because I mean, you want exactly because you couldn't just blast out of bounds because then the other team gets the ball for sure. Man, this is the most deep in we've gone
Damn.
on any segment since we've started doing the show again. Is how to orchestrate the perfect game of two teams that are trying to lose openly.
I would just try.
The perfect loss.
If this ever plays out, at least now this is recorded, so we can say we did it first.
We'll be prepared.
Yeah. So for week 16, I might send this to Zach Taylor ahead of time just so he knows what's going on.
I might watch that
Yeah.
for about 5 minutes and then just see everybody running backwards and be like, okay.
I would watch the entire game.
It'd be fascinating
Yeah.
television.
If that's
It would be pretty fascinating.
Yeah, you'll never see another game like that. If that actually happened, which there's 0% chance of,
It's 100% chance if they're both undefeated
they're
both defeated.
what kind of parallel universe have we got in?
It's an undefeated curse. Two teams going to the last game of the year, undefeated.
No, can't hold anything back either. That's the other problem.
Last game of
It's
the
the
year.
last game of the year, man. It's no holding anything back.
Nothing.
With that, boys, before we get out of here, do you have any last thoughts of the week? I don't want you to feel like you're holding anything back.
Last podcast of the year. Can't hold it. Wait, no.
No. We'll be back next week. That was a one-time
I was thinking next week is our last show before the NBA season.
Yeah.
Maybe we could give out some awards.
NBA awards? Predictions?
Yeah.
Perhaps? All right.
Is it time to go back to NBA?
Yeah. I think so.
I like
We're
it.
done with football. Football's boring as fuck. We're
We'll
done.
do both.
Whew.
Yeah, we can do both.
Oh, yeah, of course. I love both.
Oh.
Plus, we hardly talked about football.
Exactly. That's why, I don't
But that's because
But that's what
football.
That's fine. Who cares?
it's regular season. It's like talking about baseball in July.
Yeah.
Well, we still got to do our professional badminton.
We have not started that one yet. That's true. Yeah.
Wait, it's badminton, not badminton.
Badminton. Yes.
Badminton?
Yep.
Badminton.
What about our podcast about rugby?
We haven't really gotten much traction with that one.
Yeah, they fucking toss the ball around and slap each other's asses and toss each other on their shoulders.
They do the ahusau.
Only New Zealand.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They do the
dance.
haka.
Yeah, the haka.
You know.
That's pretty badass.
They do. It is. Yeah.
I imagine New Zealand's probably got a good rugby team.
The best.
Yeah, well, they're not. Don't do anything else.
Exactly, that's what I'm thinking.
The All Blacks. That's their name.
It's kind of racist.
I mean, it's their name. I'm sorry. I'm just stating a fact.
Why do you name your team? Whatever. Probably some weird fucking foreign shit.
They wear all black jerseys.
Yeah, why don't they?
Why don't they not wear all black jerseys?
Why don't they have a mascot?
A lot of soccer teams don't have mascots.
Like national teams, don't really have mascots.
Yeah, what's the U.S.'s mascot? Statue of Liberty?
Go
George
Bald
Washington.
Eagles.
George Washington is at the Olympics?
Yeah.
Did they steal him from the Nationals game?
Yeah, from running around the outfield of the Nationals game, for sure.
Hey, George, we kind of need you here at the Olympics.
You are the unofficial mascot of the USA.
Thomas Jefferson is going to win every race then.
Oh. Classic Tom getting his slaves to help him.
I don't even know who's in that race. Who is it? It's Lincoln.
Teddy Roosevelt, Lincoln, Washington, and...
so they do a race at the...
yeah, just like the sausage race.
And Teddy
It's
Roosevelt.
just presidents.
Teddy
I
Roosevelt.
thought you were talking about the sausage race. You just named the different hot dogs.
No, the Nationals
do a version of the sausage race,
and
but
it's
with
just presidents with giant heads.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
Teddy Roosevelt didn't win for 10 years either.
Because Teddy Roosevelt
It
sucks.
was part of their gimmick, is Teddy Roosevelt never wins. But yeah, that's so stay tuned for some Teddy Roosevelt information next week, I'm sure.
We've talked to a lot of presidents.
Do they actually have a running gimmick that he never wins?
Yeah. I mean, he did win eventually, but it was for years.
That's hilarious.
Literal years. Teddy Roosevelt never won.
They have him trip at the
Or
finish line.
he'd just be slow as shit. He just would get destroyed right out of the box every time.
The FDR one was a little insensitive.
It was in poor taste. It was in poor taste. Also for Howard Taft, they couldn't get him out of the bathtub, so they just had to push the bathtub. That was also in poor taste, I thought.
There you go, Johnny. That's what it looks like.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. So right now, if you're at home, Google Nationals racing presidents, and you'll see some of the pictures we're looking at.
Yeah, this is rough.
Stay.
George Washington looks super depressed. I think George might off himself.
Well, he's been reduced to a big head. That's all.
He
does
looks
now.
like he's crying.
No,
Abraham Lincoln looks cool as fuck, though.
Abraham Lincoln's the coolest.
Yeah.
He's like, I freed the slaves.
Yep.
They're all like, we had slaves, and they
Yep.
feel sad about it.
And he's like, that's not my fault that you guys are bad people.
Abraham Lincoln's just talking shit the entire time.
Abraham Lincoln, number one.
And then they remind him what a movie theater is like.
Come on. All right. I like the show except for the ending. That's it.
I'm just reporting here.
Go
Okay,
on an assassination reference. Jesus Christ.
we've all been there.
Well, with that,
I have not been assassinated.
No.
I have several times. I'm a zombie.
Was there hits out on your life?
It's spooky season.
Oh, spooky!
That's when you can openly talk about murders and stuff.
That's her.
Yeah. This is the only time of year where you could talk about it, okay?
it is spooky.
Let me get it out of my system.
So that was our Spooktober spooky episode. Wait, we still got another spooky.
We got a couple.
We got some more spook.
Yeah, the spook one has to be the closest to Halloween.
Yeah, we got 2 more spooky episodes.
Do we got 2 or 3?
2. Because that's how calendars work.
Oh, yeah, 2. I was counting this one. So
yeah.
we'll have 3 spooky episodes.
2 more
Let's
after
just
this.
save. We'll do a mega spooky episode. Right
Oh,
before
man, that's
Halloween.
going to give me nightmares.
We're going to do the spookiest sports moments.
Yeah, and
No, I don't know any.
spookiest moments in sports.
Can my number one be when...
You can just be a conspiracy theory you have to.
I want it to be Manu Ginobili swatting a bat out of the air.
Well, now you gave it away.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, that's it. I'm done.
Way to
I'm
go.
AJ First and
I'll come up with something else.
AJFUERSTENAU. I'm not going to give away any more free content.
Oh, my
You goofs.
What do you mean? We're giving it away. I'm at It's Your Boy Gonzo. You can find me on the interwebs.
Yeah, find me on the internet too. Probably the Twitter one, or maybe.
You always, that's your gimmick. You
X.
always
Twitter or nowhere else.
Yeah, you're right. You catch me on Twitter at SpookyGBabyLaFleur.
Ooh.
Sorry to spook you guys, but yeah,
You scared
thanks
the
for
shit out of
listening,
me.
folks.
See you next week for another spooky episode.
Oh.
What?